We're more popular now. That's something. Man, that was a lot of people we were just introduced to, and I'm not gonna remember any of them. I still really like that guy's leopard print jacket, though. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this a part of my mission to aid the prince. Also, I'm really curious about that singing lady. Mostly, I want to know what tribe she is.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run her along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castletown, I think. Should be a ways south. Oh, so we're gonna waste like 4 days getting here. Dang.
Hold on.
Okay.
This place here.
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Martira. Here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs, oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days, 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed.
Spectacular.
Bally good? Bally? No cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira, Old Castletown. Bally good.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
Hulkenberg, where did you find this guy?
So this is what you use to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
I mean, you kind of broke the cathedral, and I kind of hate them. So you know what? Good for you. I consider you a friend already.
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing. Is it safe? Not interested. Well, I'm not gonna insult the man who's doing this for free, so I will agree that it is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg. Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neuras. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
Interesting. Also, this is the first time you've shown us his wings, so no, it was not obvious.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Is he perhaps going to be our gunner class? Noble district under something.
Neuras? Are you there? I'm coming in. Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not the new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
Did you never actually make it?
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God. Is this a gauntlet runner?
I don't really know what a normal gauntlet runner is supposed to look like to be able to gauge if this one's like bigger, smaller, more impressive, really weird looking. It just kind of is.
The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the value runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Hey, technically, we're trying to save the prince, so it is going to be used in service to the prince.
Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
The Ishkia were also condemned by the Sanctists, or was it because of whatever you were pursuing scholarly? I'm very intrigued.
Understood.
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
Maybe.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
Very true.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I like him. I think we can count on him. This is better than nothing. Or if we die, we die together. I think we can count
I
on
think
him.
we can count on him.
I like him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
I mean, we're kind of already on the Gauntlet runner, so I think our ship has sailed. Quite
Either
literally.
way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Our strategy is we go decapitate a kidnapper and win. Because who likes kidnappers? No one. Obviously, we're winning this.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Rhylehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
I would argue that a kidnapper is a monster. Okay?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely.
It doesn't matter. This competition has nothing to do with actually becoming the king.
Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
It's perfect, it sounds impossible, or I trust all of you. This is a cop-out. This is dumb, so I'm just gonna say it's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back.
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
That's nice.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh, no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric. But he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
He's certainly very enthusiastic. The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. Oh, I can cook. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Neither have I. Kinda want to see what the engine room's like. All right. Hey. The runner makes a smooth ride, at least. Eccentricities aside, he's certainly earned his title as court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with its unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. That's a massive door. This door must lead to the end of the Gauntlet Runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. Looks like a vault door. It's very interesting. I guess these are our... Nope, that is the toilet. This is the bathing room. This is the pantry. I can, like, go in here. There's some rock beans and gauntlet shrooms. Did they grow here? I could use these for cooking. I see he hasn't been keeping this place very clean if there are mushrooms growing in here. Okay, well, I mean, we got something out of going in there, so we might as well just go in every room then. Now, there are more pressing matters at hand. They go into the bathroom?
Incredible!
Wow, so this room's made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? Now that I could get used to. I call first date. Were you just going to stride up and strip nude? Where do you think you are? Unacceptable.
You really?
It's a bathing room. You know, excellent question that Hulkenberg has brought up. Why are there porthole windows into the toilet and the bathroom? I just feel like those are unnecessary additions to this door.
Damn.
Unacceptable. Why do you need to be able to look in there? You do not. What's upstairs? I want to go on the deck. Deck. Here now. Okay. How does this thing stay balanced? Also, where did I come from? And how do I get back down? Oh, here we go. All right. This is the kitchen.
Got it.
It's the kitchen. I can prepare meals here. All right. Nifty. Engine room corridor. We don't want to go there yet. This is the lounge, I guess. Back deck, sure. Let's just take a look-see.
What's this?
Cloth-covered barrel. Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. We sleep there? Oof. Oof. Okay. Well, here's more. Hey, what's up? Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not now. Neuras' research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Okay. Washing machine? A machine that does laundry handmade by Neuras. Seems there's nothing in at the moment. Very interesting. Leads back to the central corridor. I don't want to go in and talk to more just yet. We do have a couple of new classes we need to read about, but I don't feel like doing that right now. I wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time in a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. It looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room.
Spectacular.
I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beasts, made from zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Okay. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Gauntlet runner activities. You will continue toward your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing room. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help you improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Oh, okay.
This?
Doing laundry will take my mind off things, increasing my max MP. That's interesting. Not now.
Understood.
Okay. Doing laundry increases your max MP. What does this do?
Come on.
This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Neuras modified to create wind that collects dusts. Pretty nifty. So it's a vacuum. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over's sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? Okay, cleaning improves my max HP.
Got it.
You don't want to do it now? Gotcha. Okay, what else do we have? I think that's it for this floor. Why is this room chained? Hey, Hulkenberg.
Speaking of,
Neuras said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef of any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. Okay. The water doesn't work right now. I'll wait for it to get fixed. Okay. I feel drunk. Don't you vomit here. Are you like, okay?
Sorry.
I'll survive. I can handle the swaying of a carriage, but this is another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Okay. So we can cook there. or we can read here.